my people, you are especially welcome to Benjin TV this day. And today we just want to bring you an update to a story we did some time ago concerning the woman that was chased out of her community. I'm talking about Oga community, the Ekwulobia woman that was chased out of her community because um, her son accused her of killing her daughter. So, and the woman was, evicted from from her community in a cruel form. Um, she was stripped naked and slashed, according to the eyewitnesses around, because they believe that she has charms in her compound, according to the accusation leveled against her by her son. Then the one of the community leaders within the vicinity made a threatening statement to all the Ekwulobia community, all the people from Ekwulobia, to leave the the area, the community, the vicinity, as he said that was what he meant. So after some time, the whole thing started a kind of generating some kind of what will turn into a communal, a community crisis. And in order to manage the situation, we stepped in, and we decided to do the woman interview, which is already on our channel, because we can't really do anything without getting the other side of the story. We already have the story of the son, all the accusations, everything the son, Chupunonso, I think, said is already flying on the internet. So, but then nobody have taken our time to listen to the woman. So we we put in effort to bring the woman, to interview the woman, so that we can have her own side of the story, because we know how dangerous it is to have a single story. So now, after the woman's own part of the story, a lot of people started having a kind of a clearer picture of what transpired. And through that, the Oga community stepped in to apologize, to visit Ekwulobia. The Igwe and the PG, they visited Ekwulobia, met with the Ekwulobia PG, to make them understand that it's a misconception. Is not what the community meant, or in fact it was someone that just that they are really sorry about the whole thing. So they apologized, and asked the Ekwulobia people to keep on maintaining the cordial relationship between Ekwulobia and Oga, which they've been enjoying for ages. So that was a good step, a good one from the community, to manage the already escalating situation. Then also within that, the police stepped in and opened up investigation. Both area command Oga invited the woman for to hear her stories. A lot of human rights organizations also picked interest in the woman, in her story. So, and so far, even police command zone 13 also invited the woman, and they are following the story, the whole event. So, but we just said we should give you updates, and also let people pay attention. And because most times when things happen, it's always important for us to learn from it, so that such a event will not repeat itself Those that made mistake will learn one or two things from their mistake. So some of the things we feel that people should pay attention to is what we call community development. That is, community development has to do with community relationship, which is very important. And people shouldn't be making utterances that will affect that. The welfare of one community will also help, will grow if they have cordial relationship with other community, because nobody exists in isolation. And when you begin to make utterances that will mastermind, or that will, that will create a kind of problem within community, is really very dangerous, because once it starts, you may not be able to control it. So people should be very conscious of that. Then there's this danger of a single story, like Chimamanda said in one of her TED Talks. The danger of a single story. When you hear a story, try to hear the other side of the story so that you will have a balanced judgment. You don't, you know, depend on one person's story. Like most people that later had the woman's story felt very sorry for her, because she narrated how, what she went through, both at the hospital, the money spent and everything, and of course a lot of emotional trauma she went through. No mother will see the child dying and the mother will be happy. This is a very psychological something. So, but the single story sold by the son made people to be very reactive towards the woman. Then another thing we should pay attention to is family problems. Seriously, family problems, because it's painful for someone's child to come and start accusing her of level a very dangerous accusation against the mother. But this is as a result of family problem, and this thing must have been breeding in the family, and there are a lot of people around. From the woman's narration, a lot of people around now used that, used the song, because when you listen to the woman's story, the son's story, and the outcome of the overall event, you discover that most of the people within that area doesn't really like the woman for one thing or the other. I think because she's a widow, and like the woman said, some of them wants to have relationship with her, but because she doesn't want, most of them ganged up against her and now using her son as arrowhead. And like she said, the son wants her to sell the family land, but she insisted that she's going. In fact, she will protect her husband's property. Instead, everybody should work hard. So, and this now, from her story, is what started generating issues between her and the son. Then another thing we look at is religious fanaticism, religious sentiments. Because why will your child be sick, and instead of you taking your child to hospital, you're taking your child to religious places? Is that a hospital? This is something that is very common among our people. We should, we are living in a civilized society. If someone is sick, you take the person for proper, medical attention. You take the person to the hospital. Now, from, the narration of the woman now, she said it was discovered at the hospital that the daughter had an abortion, and it was badly done, which deteriorated her, her health condition. Now, but already before she was taken to the hospital, she has been taken to so many spiritual houses, and of course, in the process, her health condition would have gone bad. So people should stop this madness. When someone is sick, go to hospital. The hospital will run tests on the person to identify the real cause of the person's problem. So we don't focus. Okay, the woman, one of the accusation is that she buried a goat in her compound, which according to her is also according to her own religious dictates. Now her own religious dictates was that she should do some rituals for her daughter to be okay. Now the sons and the other people's own religious dictates now take that as evil, take that as that is what is killing the daughter. These are two. These are two. Once religion is involved, it's all about sentiment. It's all about sentiment, and people belief system have a way of, compelling them into certain actions. So people should be very, very careful with, some of our activities in the name of religion, one religion or the other, or going into some certain things because of your pastor or your whatever said and all that. We should be very, very realistic. That someone is sick, the first point of call should be hospital. Now, when the person gets to the hospital should be diligent enough to run proper test, proper check on the person to find out the actual, like, if the test really, like the woman said, that the girl was pregnant and had an abortion, and probably it was not properly done and she was still bleeding, like in her story she narrated how she was in her period or something like that and stuff like that, and the religious bodies could not do this or do that because of their belief system, when a woman is her period and stuff like that. So, and that whole process deteriorated her health condition, which if she was immediately taken to hospital, and the brother also from his own story, he took her to cherubim and seraphim, which is still a spiritual house, not a hospital. Why will you take someone to a spiritual house when the person is sick? So these are our religious sentiments, our religious fanaticism and stuff like that. We should be more realistic. We are no longer living. We are living in a modern age. We should, attend to things as they should be. When someone is sick, the first port of call is hospital, and let the person have medical attention first. Let proper analysis be done. Let proper diagnosis be done on the person. Then make sure you consult a good specialist depending on the kind of problem the person is having. So this is an area people should pay serious attention to and sensitize our people, towards this whole religious madness, because we already have a lot of religious charlatans. They're deceiving people, making money from them in the name of religion, attributing every single thing to one spirit or the other. So this is one of the lessons people should learn, both the mother, both people within the community. It's very important so that you don't dwell on one prophecy or the other. This is a 21st century, for crying out loud. Then another thing that is very, very important we should pay attention to is mob action. Mob action is not the way to go. We are living in a modern society. If something comes up, let's say you have your suspicion that this person did this person did that, you report to the appropriate authorities and they open up inquiries, they open up investigations, and carry out the due process. And the community leaders, people who are elected in position of being a leader, because being a leader means you know better than the others. Being a leader means that you have the capacity to manage situation, to coordinate the people. And people like this should know better than others. They should be, properly educated in some certain things. So if and they should also guard their utterances, because they know that a lot of people are listening to them. Because if the way this went, it would have, so much gone bad. So we would like you to take time, pay attention. We will also be putting up the videos. Some of my fans said that they want my stories on Facebook. Yes, I'm a YouTuber. I focus on YouTube, but I think because we would like more people to know about this, both things to learn and follow the story up, we'll put it on Facebook too, and let people have a view, let people have their own comment. We really appreciate all those that showed concern towards the whole event. A lot of people showed concern. A lot of people came out to help in one way or the other, and of course there are people requesting for the woman's contacts and all that. So we'll keep following up, but right now the police have opened investigation in the matter. They are already investigating a lot of people. They are taking people's confessions. So we really appreciate the effort of Nigerian police. It's really encouraging. Then we also appreciate some of our humanitarian organizations that have made efforts reaching out to the woman, assisting her in one way or the other. And we also appreciate the leaders of the Oga community, that went out to approach the Ekwulobia leaders, PG of Ekwulobia, the Igwes and all that. This is, is really beautiful. It's the right way to go. When things come up, people should step in to manage it, because the whole thing, we have to coexist and we have to respect other people's rights. Where your right ends is where another person's right begins, and you shouldn't encroach into anybody's rights. If there's anything the person did, we have the appropriate bodies that should look into it. People that are more developed, more inclined, more trained to open investigations and follow it up. So we appreciate all your comments, all your follow-ups, your judgments, your thoughts, everything. We appreciate. We expect you to also learn one or two things from the story, so that we will have a better story. Thank you very much for following Benjin TV. You are the best. Thank you.
All the Monday by Asana Agama Aga life now. Can go no see Batakoro. I'm one girl, Robo Ogochuku. Nkono Mofuma. That's the master. Nkono Mofuma. The girl on Abali yesterday. Aba in a quenta Chigata. The guy be a lutere. Let the girl go in a bar. Osi Kadabeba since morning. The youth, Umezoga, youth in general ṅụrụ iyi na agaghị ebu this girl lie ya like that na a ga-amarịrị ihe mere ihe dịka nna gwa unu ihe a ugbu a nwaanyị a abịago nye ya ọkpa ugboro 4 so dịka anyị na-ekwu nwanne nwoke bụ Chinonso nwanne this guy bụ Chinonso na-eme ihe onye amụma wesị na enwe ihe liri ebe ni na sị bọrọ ya ihe ndị be anyị amụnyere kandụl ebe a ihe a ka e were abọgide were bọpụta wee na-afụ na eliri ebili n'ime ebe a lee kandụl amụnyere n'elu ya dịka nna gwa ụlọ ọzọ enwekwara ọzọ a na-abụ ebe a nwanne nwoke sị na n'ụbọchị taa na a ga-afụ isi ya and ọ bụ isi ya ka a na-afụ unu n'anya unu ga-afụ
ihe ọbụla a na-eme ọ na-eji aga eru ala ya bịa were aka ịbọrọ ihe dị ebe elu ọnwụ mmadụ kwesịrị ịbọrọ ya batịrị aka ịbọ ihe a yes a ga-abụ orange
lee nwanne nwoke ebe a unu ga-agba ya ọfụ
egbuo ya egbuo enwere ya nọ ebe a si bụọrọ m ya ka o ruo ala
enwere ihe nọ n'ime orenji a
o nwere ihe nọ n'orenji a si bụọrọ m ya ka o ruo ala ọ bụrụ na ụgwọ ka m ga-akwụ ụnụ mma akwụ ụnụ
ọkwa unu na-anụ ya
o wutere ya nnọọ afọ nwanne gị ka a na-eme and ịrịọgodi utu ha ga mụọ nke were nwere ọjọọ ọkpacha ihe dara na mmiri biko and nne gị agago nyere nwanne gị nwaanyị ọkpa eleghị nwere ego ọha na-ege nne gị ntị ihe na-emebe nna gị taa
ọha na eze ndị na-ege m ntị ihe m na-agwa ụnụ ihe anyị bịara wụ clearance ihe ọjọọ ga-agbasapụ n'ala ụga n'ala ụmụ eze
thank you
ihe m na-ekwu okwu ya awụ ndị na-emekwa otu a nọ na be di ha na be nna ha dị iche iche werenụ nke a na-emeta werenụ mụrụ n'ihe maka na oge abịago akwụkwọ revelation ka anyị nọ na ya a ga-achịkọ ọrụ niile bụ ọrụ mmadụ na-arụ were chịta ya n'ikpe ọ na-eli ya ka anyị nọ ihe nna gwakwa ụlọ ọzọ awụ ọma nga oji ya ha ọma onye oji ya ha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa na ndị nne na ndị nna ndị aka ha dị ọcha biere onwe ha ndụ Chineke nyere ha lakwa mgbe chi ha ji kpọọ ha otu aka ọha n'ọnụ nwanne m nwaanyị bụ Miss Ogochukwu Chijioke Emena ka Jehova kwụsụ niile nke ndị agha na mkpụrụ obi ya na ndịkwa o wutere m wute ezinụlọ m wute ihe niile n'ebe a n'otu ya nwatakịrị siri gaa njem ya mana anyị na-ayọ Chineke ka ọ nara mkpụrụ obi ya na ndokwa. Thank you.
anyị ekene gị ihe eliri ebe a erego ọkpụkpụ orego ure ọkpụkpụ ọnwa enweke bụ nọ nso through the spiritual direction na-dictate ife na-eme nke a bụ ọjị na anọ agbapụtara na ọ sị na a ga-abụ ukwu oroma na enwe ihe nọ na ya ihe niile a bụ ihe na-eme right from time agbachi nkịtị so n'ụbọchị taa nọ nso ṅụrụ iyi na a ga-abụ akpụ bacha ya tupu eri ihe
anyị zegide aga n'iru anyị na-apụ aka ọrụ gị ịma na onye a na-agwa na ihe ede onye ahụ che na egwuregwu ka a na-egwu bikọsụ agọgide akụkọ kwere ekwere ọ dị ntị njọ maka ya bụ na ọ banye egwu mmagbu onyiri o nyere nsogbu bikọsụ ihe ọbụla a na-eme n'ụwa ebe onye madebere ka ọ na-awadebe ọhịa ịghọtago maka onye sọ ọnwụ ya ọmesịa nwunye ya kedu ife a ga-eme ya ọ ga-ejikwa anya ahụ
people na-ajụ m ajụ ihe n'ọsọ no ya bụ shọvel yes kpọrọ m ya ka ọ bịa kilia ehihie kpọrọ m ya biko unu echefukwe na ebe anyị si wetara n'ihe nke a na-abụ n'ime ụga n'ime Agụata Local Government Area of Anambra State ihe arụ na-eme n'obodo ihe arụ na-eme arụ gba afọ ya bụrụ omenala arụ gba afọ ya bụrụ omenala ndị youth niile fụrụ this girl ndị YouTube furu this girl na-eti mkpu ahụ this girl gwụrụ agwụ ahụ ya niile wa apa ọkpa ya niile bara ọnya ona na afọ ihe na-emeni ọkwa ọsọ ka a na-agba ọsọ ebe ka ọ bụ eje ihe ọjọọ gba afọ ya bụrụ omenala n'afụrụ ihe na-eme n'obodo otu a ka a ga-esi na-agbapụ ha afọ ebe ka ọ bụ eje oche ebe agbapụ ka onye bụ onye a oke ụmụnne ndị nke nwoke gbapụtara ihe ọjọọ gba afọ ya bụrụ omenala ndị be anyị ọ na-afụgo ka o si gbatakwuru n'ụbọchị taa ihe a nọ taa bụ mkpocha na nzacha asọ nwanne ya ndị nke nwoke meghere ụzọ from azụ ụlọ dịka anyị nọ inside gbapụ so ndị youth nri iyi na ha niile ga-anọ ya na a ga-ahụ isi ya
I think my Azoka na one of the major people ama na church. Ebe ọ na-eme mmemme ọ na-abụ abụ ka ị nwere ikwu ndị na-eme this kind of flat ebe akpọtara ebe liri ihe na-abụ egwu na ihe ndị ọzọ eliri ele ka ị nwere ikwu ndị na-eme na ha na Chineke nọ nso ma ha na-eme arụ especially ihe dị na this kind of story.
Most important thing wo ha na-ekwu na ha na Chineke nọ nso na ọnwụ na Chineke kwuru na ha na anyị nọ nso so somebody can be self-acclaimed child of God. Enwe ndị na-abịa sị onye amụma ma onwe onye amụma Chineke mara ndị na-ekpere ya n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu so ọnwụ nke a na-eme ọnwụ painted sepulchre mmadụ ili edere nzu n'ọsọ bịa ozugo bịa ndị mmadụ ajụgo m ajụjụ nnukwu and amaghị m ihe m ga-asa ndị be anyị lee nwanne nwoke bụ nọnso hie lee nwanne nwoke bụ nọnso hie nọnso biko ọgọchukwu nwanne gị nwaanyị a nwụrụ na ka nwoke nara anyị ka arụ mgbu si daa ya na ife ọ gabigara ka ndị na-ene gị ebe a buru ibu
ọwụ na ịkọwa akụkọ ahụ mgbu nwatakịrị a o buru ibu maka mbọsị ihe a mere ya ụrụ ma Sọnde
onye na-ekwu
da Sọnde ihe a mere ya ebe emuntandị yes ihe a kụọ ya nọrọ ebe a na-eti mkpu nọ na my own house naanị mbata bịa mụzi ebe dị gị alụ na-ekwu ọnwụ ụfụfụ si ya n'ime isi ya na ọ nọ na-apụta nwụrụ ọcha dị gị alụ chọrọ bi na Nsarafị
okay
hey
ihe ọ na-ekwu ebe a na-abụ Jos ihe ike na-eme n'ụwa ihe ike na-eme
arụ na-eme ya biko sụ na ọsịsọ
arụ na-eme n'ụwa ihe ike na-eme ọgonye ka biko bịa biko shifto onye ọma na ọga ya ekene gị biko gwata anyị ezigbo afa gị onye ebe ka ị bụ ọ dị mma n'ụbọchị taa ka ị nọ n'ezinụlọ be ọzọ emena dịka yutu rapụrụ n'ike maka ọ ya rapụ n'ike biko kedu ife nwere ịgwa anyị gbasara ọnwụ Ọgọchukwu Emena?
In the first place, I'm very surprised because I went my idea and I but all this morning around 4 o'clock on my wife put on Facebook and the picture of I was surprised. So I'm not here or the cause of the death. Or Zikita and I was I want the money back to because they now know these stories, disgusting stories, heartbreaking stories. I'm now in a family. I've never heard about such. So now because you need an here. We chopped on what the here video. Come on, the caption or the cap of the whole thing will now move down.
Okay.
Yes. So it's a very bad.
Okay. Biko ọkwa ifuru ihe ndị abọtasa na ebe a. Enwere egwu rere ere.
Anụgo m na abọkara ewu.
Biko kedu ife nwere ikwu gbasara ọnwụ nwa? Ifuru ozi ya anya.
Ozi ya. Ana m eje ka ọpụta ebe a. Ọpụta ebe na moto ka m fia because ihe a na-abịa ebe a mụ m ihe na ya m ga-eji eje ebe a. A na-akpọ all the heartbreaking to me. A very small child. Very small child, a young youth. I don't know 30 years and I say okay. The guy I was 21 or 22. So it's a very heartbreaking issue, seriously.
Okay, ọ dị mma. Biko kedu ekpere ị na-ekpe n'isi Ọgọchukwu Emena maka ọnwụ na-abụrụ ọnwụ chi ya. Ọ bụghị ọnwụ chi ya. Ihe ndị mmadụ fụrụ ebe a tụrụ ha n'anya. Ị na-anya ị ga-afụ ihe niile juru ebe a. Kedu ekpere ị na-ekpe n'isi ya maka ọ na nke ije ahụ zọpụrụ?
Ihe mere na to me oke m si mara akwụkwọ nsọ onye ọbụla nwụrụ anwụ nwezi ihe ị ga-eme nwezi ekpere ị ga-ekpere ya mana ama m ekpere anyị na-ekpe dịka iji wee gosi na anyị na ya
ọ dị mma. ndị youth sị na mmanya ga-apụta kurie na-arụ na ọ ga-eku ya na onye ha chọrọ na enweghị ihe ọzọ ha na-achọ na-abụghị na ọ ga-epụta ya ọ ga-apụta kuwe ya. Ọsọ Emena Ọgọchukwu gaa ije gị nke ọma. Emena Ọgọchukwu gaa ije gị nke ọma. Biko onye kwuna ife ọ na-amaghị na vidiyo biko onye kwuna ife na ọmaghị onye kwuna ife ọ na-amaghị ọ bụrụ na unu fụ arụ Ọgọchukwu ama m na ndị na-akọmentị ihe ama m na aga akọmentị ya ife eliri n'azụ na dị too much Hey, Chineke nna. Ifuru ihe onye a kwuru. Lee anya ebe a. There must be untold story behind this. ọ dị mma ebe a chọrọ ịga na-abụ machụarị ka a ga tinye Emenọgọchukwu ka edozie dịka esi edozi ozu